Hello, welcome to CAD in Beam, where we train civil and structural engineers. My name is Lucas Moronge, and in this tutorial, I've prepared a topic on blocks versus bricks cost comparison. So, without wasting your time, let's get started. Assume you are a construction professional, either an engineer, an architect, or even a construction manager, and you are asked by a client who is not sure to choose either clay bricks or hollow concrete bricks. He is looking at maybe aesthetic wise or cost wise or also structurally soundness of that building. So you need to have a solid and engineering reasons or valid reasons to advise him solidly on which blocks to adapt in maybe a particular project. So this topic is all about that, and just an overview of it. You are going to look at the number of bricks and blocks that can be used to do that. So once you have the number of blocks, you can actually calculate their cost. We also look at the cement and the mortar that can be used to make either type of the bricks or hollow blocks. Then you also look at the labor and other hidden costs and other advantages like the aesthetics, structural strength, and all what have you. So the main objective of this is just to find the most cost-effective material to use or to adapt. So without wasting much time, let's get started. So these are the scenarios that we are going to adapt, and to adapt this scenario, as you can see, we'll be taking the first scenario of bricks that are arranged in stretcher bond. When I mean stretcher bond, this is how bricks are arranged in stretcher bond. Also, we have the same bricks and a fixed area of 10 meter square arranged in harder bond. So we'll be taking these and that's when it comes to brick, we'll be having two scenarios to compare, and also we'll take the hollow concrete blocks and also do a comparison on them. So having noted this type of two, let's continue with our tutorial. So then when you have a wall type of bricks arranged in stretcher bond, like the one I had shown you there, and we have an area of about 10, not about, but an area of 10 meter square. So to get the number of bricks, we simply take the area of one surface of a brick, we divide by this. So for when we are doing it in stretcher bond, if we are dealing with the brick, you can see the bricks is here. This is the length of the brick. Let me just highlight it a bit. I'll try to be faster. So this one here, it's about 200. The length is about 200, while the height is about 7. So if you add the mortar, you'll find maybe it will be around 220, and then the height is 100. So, and then for the concrete blocks, this is what we are referring to. This side is about 200. Actually, this is 200 millimeters. That's what I mean. But you can find other hollow blocks. They have this one as 15 millimeters. But for our case, we are adopting this one here. So this is 200 versus 400, and also this side here will be 200. So remember, this is the side that we'll be estimating. This side here. Let me just have another. So this is the side that we'll be estimating here. So to get that, the area of that side, just because I've shown you the measurement, also this one, remember this is just 400, this is just 400, and then the height is always 200. So if you have an area, you will simply come and get the dimension of your bond. So this one will be 10 meters squared. If you are considering this brick here, this is the area will be 0.22. The 20 is for the mortar. Then you multiply by 0. That is 442, if you calculate this one, you're going to get an area of 180 bricks. So you can just do it from your end. And then once you have 180, you can estimate those bricks to be like 110. If you want to get them in 1 square meter, you just divide by 10 and you get 11 bricks. So that's how we got the number of bricks that can be used to cover the 10 square meter wall in either of the scenarios that I had given you below here, either when you're using hollow block, clay bricks in either of the bond, either harder bond or stretcher bond. I think that one is now clear. And having said that, we will be looking at so this is the number of bricks that we have for all this type of bricks. So once you have the number of bricks, we simply get the unit price and multiply. So if you want to get the cost of the bricks, this is the number of bricks, then this is the unit price. So you simply multiply and get your total cost of brick. So this is the cost for that brick. From here, you can easily know that the number of the bricks that will be this one will be more expensive because they are using a lot of those bricks in harder bond, while hollow block, despite being a higher unit price, they'll be fewer in number and hence the price will be lower. So you can just tell by seeing which one will be more cost effective. So when it comes to purchasing just the bricks, and then another thing that you will be looking at is the cement usage. So cement usage in this case, as you have been calculated here, as you can see, bricks for the stretcher bond type, we need 2.5 bags. So for 2.5, this is the formula for calculating the number of bags needed, and this is the cost for cement cost. So bag needed times the unit price. So this is what already has done, as you can see. So you just come and you have just created a table whereby now we can get the total cost of cement. So it is the number of bag multiplied by the unit price, which I've given you the formula, and this is what we have as our cement cost. So cement cost plus clay brick cost, you can now have your material cost here. So once you come to the next thing is you want to consider the labor. You can just take labor per unit rate, which is this one here of making of either of the bond here. And if this is the unit rate per labor and this is the wall that you are making, you simply multiply these two and you have your labor cost here. So this is our labor cost. So now that you have your labor cost, let's now move to the next step. So you can just be slow, just zoom, let me zoom for you, and then you just follow through and understand. These are self-explanatory slides. So once you come here now, you can add the cost of material and the cost of cement from slide 6. And that one, you will just get this material cost. If you add plus the cement cost, this is now what you get, cement plus material cost. Cement, or this is now total price of bricks and cement. So you have it as subtotal. So what as you are just left with is now to add the cost of material plus cement plus labor. Here material we are referring to bricks. So let's add this. This is the cost of cement. This subtotal consists of cost of cement plus the cost of bricks. Then we add labor. And then now we can come to our final totals. So from here, we can actually see that the clay bricks in harder bond will cost more expensive, will be the most expensive, followed by stretcher bond, and then will hollow concrete bricks will be the least expensive. So what do we learn? Despite the clay bricks being cheaper, at the end of the day they'll be very expensive. Because of they will need more of the clay bricks, and also when it comes to things like cement and labor, they take a little higher as compared will use a little higher cost as compared to concrete blocks. So other things that you ought to learn here is that we'll use other hidden cost for concrete blocks because it's the winner, is the best, is the most, is marked as the most cost-effective method to use. So we'll need clay, less cement. We'll need less cement. This is what's making hollow block more cost effective, less labor. They do not break as much as the clay bricks do. You can see break will be very low, while this one the bricks can break up to 30%. And then it's faster in construction and also the lighter structural load. Clay bricks, because they have some hollow gaps inside there, if you are doing a story building, they'll give you less load, means that you use less reinforcement, which also make the building more cheaper or more cost effective, not necessarily cheaper. So the advantage of clay bricks is that they have good water absorption. So they should always, if you are doing maybe a mansion and maybe you are using a place with that is water, has a lot of water, then you can opt to use these uh, clay bricks, and then you follow subsequent layers with hollow concrete bricks. And remember, the strength of concrete of these bricks is usually good. It's usually good. It's usually good. So this is how best you can use them. You can actually do a combo of them, but do not interchange them. I've seen instances where they have been interchanged, and that was not the best practice. The best practice that if you want to use them so that they can, because they are good water absorbent, they are good water absorbent. So thank you. This is the end of our tutorial, and let's meet in our next tutorial. If you like to have some task on civil engineering design, structural engineering, architectural, then be free and willing to hire us for us to help you out in tackling some of the designs, and I think you'll be happy with what we deliver. Thank you so much. Let's meet in our next tutorial.